Okay, attention, people, attention. Hello, what's going on with you, wrestling fans? It's me, Redbow97, and as you can see in this video, I'm going to talk about Dynamite's Title Tuesday, which is very different. You could say. I mean, yeah, of course, from the name of it and stuff, because Dynamite's usually on Wednesday and all that, but now this one's on a Tuesday and stuff because of a deal they had to make right now. And honestly, this uh this Dynamite, I need to fix the lighting. This Dynamite, it did not disappoint at all. I mean, I couldn't decide whether to give it between an 8 or a 9 out of 10, but well, things happen and stuff. So anyway, you could call this a special Title Tuesday edition of Dynamite, being highlighted by a match right here and stuff, as we got some intriguing matchups on paper and stuff. So yeah, we got Hologram versus Commander, AEW Women's World Championship #1 contenders match, Nyla Rose, Jamie Hayter, and Saraya and Willow Nightingale. I like that one. That was probably my favorite women's match. You know, out of the other one, you could say and stuff. Is we also get Bryan Danielson and Wheeler Yuta versus Claudio and Pac and stuff in that situation right there. And yeah, I had a feeling that Wheeler Yuta was going to turn against Claudio and Pac. I just had a feeling because he had that guilt on his face, like after what he did in the other show and stuff. So anyway, yep. So you have it right here, AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday, something different stuff. I mean, it's kind of a premium live event, kind of something like a premium live event, you could say, and stuff. I mean, yeah, but the thing is, we're not going to have this Dynamite on every Tuesday. It's going to stick to its usual pattern on Wednesday after this right here. And also, we got Wrestle Dream coming on. That's the thing right there. I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually looking forward to Wrestle Dream. That's a thing. I'm putting my prediction. That's going to be fantastic. At least a 9 out of 10. I'm expecting Wrestle Dream to be a 9 out of 10 and stuff, and not the crap that the Private Party did with the Iron Savages. That was a swash. That was a swash, man. I do not want Wrestle Dream to do that. I really do not. Let me tell you. So anyway, we got Moxley being here as we got another cold open with most people not wanting the American Dragon's blood on their hands. You could say is it's going to be Moxley in a situation or something. I guess you could say. So yeah, we get Danielson's world closing in around him. You could describe it as he has to. I don't know. Some people say he has to embrace the dark side while Moxley is being ready. So yeah, Bryan Danielson's going to face John Moxley for Wrestle Dream. That's the thing right there. Stuff, and that's what's going to go on and stuff. So anyway, you can say there's. Well, I was supposed to. Oh yeah, Bryan Danielson being there and saying that he heard Claudio told Sports Illustrated that tonight will be his last match on Dynamite and stuff. As Danielson has been a supporter of Claudio for 20 years, but and stuff. Because yeah, that's the thing. Claudio and Bryan Danielson goes way back. That's the thing because they were really friends for like 20 years and stuff. But yeah, I guess that's where you say Claudio's going to get his head kicked in the process and stuff right there and stuff. I mean, and not only that, we get Darby Allin being there as well. He called out Brody King and stuff. Yeah, because that's where Darby Allin really had an argument or a confrontation, you could say, with Brody King, where Darby Allin just somehow out of nowhere got a rock and started swinging Brody King with it. He just hitting Brody King with a rock. Like, where did he get that stone from anyway? Like, anyway. So yeah, that's where Darby knows what Brody is doing, and Darby remembers how nervous Brody was when they were doing the independence and stuff. The indies, you could say. They were in the indies back then and stuff, as Darby got Brody King a job in the AEW and stuff. So yeah, I guess you could say Brody King was kind of biting in the hand that feeds in the situation, because like that's the thanks that Darby gets for landing him a job in AEW and stuff. And even though Brody doesn't take anything for granted and stuff, just like Darby, Darby said, I guess Darby says that they are both alike, and the difference is Darby is the face of the company, and King wants that because of AEW. Darby made it and stuff. So yeah, because like before AEW, Darby was just completely somewhere else, you could say. So yeah, we get Brody cutting off Darby and stuff as he tells him he's right, and Darby takes it for granted. And what happens when he climbs Mount Everest and dies, which is like a metaphor, you could say, and stuff, and doesn't come back. just metaphors and stuff, because they really had an argument going on and stuff. As Darby had enough, and he wants Brody to put him out of his misery tonight. As he sits in the corner, begs Brody to cannonball him, and Darby gets up and slaps Brody in the face and stuff. So Brody lays him out before Darby gets up and hits Brody in the face with the huge rock and stuff. Because honestly, that slap that Darby did, that wasn't very effective. Because Brody punched him pretty hard, you could say, and stuff. So yeah, that's where people had to separate those two and stuff. So yeah, Renee is also there with Jake Roberts and Lance Archer and stuff as Don Callis shows up and tells us what seeing the first management to management transfer as Lance Archer joins the Don Callis family. And not only that, Daniel Garcia shows up and Renee is here with them and stuff as Renee says that the fans are wondering about this future. But with all due respect, Garcia wants to talk about the fans first and stuff, which leads up to the first match. This one pretty decent, pretty good and stuff. I mean, I really thought Commander was going to beat Hologram in this situation, which is the first match of this show right here. And let me tell you, because we're dealing with two luchadors in this situation. You got Commander and Hologram and stuff right there. And from the looks of it, yeah, Commander was really gaining the upper hand, but then like later on in the match, like Hologram, was just starting to win and stuff. He started to turn things around in the process, and that just made me wonder, like, it just made me wonder whether that's going to end Hologram's winning streak and stuff. Because I thought I heard that Hologram had like 14 wins and 0 losses in the process and stuff ever since his debut and stuff. Because I haven't seen Hologram lose once. That's the thing. That's what's been going on. So yeah, we get both guys trading hip tosses, arm drags, monkey flips, etc. for the first 2 minutes and stuff. As a deja vu arm drag sends Commander to the floor in a Hologram, following with the stiffest tope suicida I guess anyone's ever seen, you could say, as Flapjack by Hologram happens as well, and a high kick to the face of Commander as well, before we get the Indian Deathlock by Hologram stuff right there. Oh, I see we got a comment by Rocket and stuff. What's up, Rocket? What's up? As you can see, I'm talking about AEW's Title Tuesday and stuff, with Dynamite and stuff. Yep, so hoping to go on it. I'm also looking forward to Wrestle Dream. That's another thing right there and stuff you could say. Stuff. I mean, like I said earlier, I really hope Wrestle Dream doesn't do the same crap with, the the Private Party and the Iron Savages. That was a swash, man. I really hope Wrestle Dream doesn't do that crap. Because come on, I'm really expecting Wrestle Dream to be at least a, in 9 out of 10 at least stuff. So anyway, we get Commander elbowing his way out and pulling Hologram into the corner, where he jumps back and forth between the ropes about 5 times and a springboard into a flipping Hurricane Rana before we get the tope to the outside by Commander. Also going back inside, Commander runs up the ropes and Hologram mutes him with an inverted Spanish fly off the middle rope and stuff, as Hologram follows up with the 450 splash, but Commander gets his knees up as we get Hologram rolling to the outside and Commander starting from the far turnbuckle and walking the ropes and stuff before Hologram meets him with the springboard Hurricane Rana, which Commander counters with the power bomb and stuff. Just fantastic, man. Really good. Oh, Prince Idol, Rocket, Prince Idol. Sorry, man. Sorry. I just was the name Rocket just caught me off guard. I'm sorry about that, man. Sorry about that, because I didn't know you changed your name and stuff. Sorry about that. So anyway, we get Hologram meeting him with the springboard Hurricane Rana, which Commander counters with the power bomb before Jeff Jarrett is losing it on commentary. Since neither guys are looking for covers, by the way, before Hologram backflips over Commander and looks for a reverse suplex, but Commander reverses it into a poison Rana before her Hologram pops up and spikes Commander with one of his own before both guys go down and stuff, which leads to an inverted airplane spin into a power bomb by Hologram. And that's where the Hologram manages to continue his winning streak in the process and stuff, you could say, and stuff, which, yeah, that's like just the right stuff if you really love Lucha Libre stuff in the process, you could say, and stuff. So anyway, we also get a video package with Jericho mentioning Jay Briscoe last week and stuff, because, yeah, I think like Chris Jericho was really talking some mad crap about, Mark Briscoe's brother in the process. And yeah, that Mark Briscoe took that real personally. So not only that, we have Lexi Nair with Mark Briscoe in the process before Briscoe says Jericho messed up and this isn't a place he wants not the place he wants Mark to be. And it also isn't about the title. Well, Mark's about on the verge of hurting him and stuff right there. So yeah, we also have Daniel Garcia being in front of the people before Garcia said he's been home a while, thinking about what's best for him, even if it's not the most popular decision. Before Garcia says it's important, he came out there letting us all know what he's going to do and stuff in this process. Since you could say Garcia is one of the best. I mean, he calls himself one of the best pro wrestlers in the world, as he should be. One of the best wrestler and stuff, and that's AEW. Because let me tell you, yeah, it does get pretty hardcore. You can say, man, real hardcore shit, man, which a lot of people just bitch and complain about every week, man. Because I mean, there's some fans. I mean, there's some so-called wrestling fans who don't like this, and they just complain and bitch and complain on Twitter and stuff, man. And it gets pretty old, you could say. So anyway, we get Daniels Garcia staying in AEW as he's coming for the gold, you could say, and also that's where work starts there and stuff. Well, feeling restored from what he said. So yeah, we also got MVP and Shelton Benjamin watching their offer to Swerve Strickland on video, as well as Dan Garcia is congratulated by the AEW locker room before Shibata says he'll grant him a title shot if he wins the TNT Championship in Saturday and stuff. I think which leads to the second match: Saraya, Nyla Rose, and Willow Nightingale, and Jamie Hayter and stuff. I mean, honestly, this match right here, it didn't look like a swash at all, man. Like, I didn't keep track of how many minutes it was. And also, what I don't like is when AEW only shows us a little bit of the matches, because they do that on their YouTube channel. They do that. Like, they don't show us the entire match. They only show us, like, parts of it and stuff, man. And that really threw me off at one point, man. I just really hate when AEW does that, man. Like I don't get it. It's like why can't they upload, like, the entire match? That's the thing right there and stuff. Like, what gives? So anyway, we got Saraya dumping Rose to the floor and Cameron putting the boots to her. This stuff as Willow and Hayter pair off as the crowd is ready for them to lock up before we get a fight in the center of the ring happening and stuff as Hayter flips out of a Dr. Bomb and stuff, and a Uranage backbreaker by Hayter happening as well, before we also get a super kick by May, leading to a spine buster by Willow as all four women are down, and there's a table at the ringside and stuff set up by Nyla Rose and stuff, leading to a rolling elbow by Hayter to Willow and running elbows to her and Nyla and stuff, as we get a double suplex by Hayter to Nyla and Willow happening as well. And that's where also Saraya's there with the chair, but Hayter just blocks in the process and takes the chair and stuff before laying into Saraya with it, before Saraya retreats to the outside, but Cameron attacks her from behind and stuff. As we have Hayter just sending Cameron into the guardrail, but here's Penelope forward with the chair to the back of Hayter and stuff before Hayter chases forward to the back. Yeah, not only that, you have Nyla just body slamming Willow in the middle of the ring and stuff before Hangman's neck breaker to Saraya happens as well. And before, not only that, we also have Nyla going up top, but Cameron just pushes her off, bouncing off the apron, landing hard on the floor before we get a good night by Saraya on Willow Nightingale getting a 2 count and stuff before Willow sends Cameron into Saraya, but Saraya just rolls her up for a 2 count with the Death Valley driver through the table, and that's where Willow Nightingale wins the match right there and stuff. And honestly, personally, I'm really glad that Willow Nightingale won the match, because the thing is, I don't know. In my opinion, she's been a pushover a lot earlier, and that's what I think. She's been kind of been a pushover. That's the thing, because I mean, she was in a losing streak, and she managed to end that losing streak, you could say, a lot earlier and stuff. So it's a good thing Willow Nightingale's keeping up, you could say, and stuff. So yeah, our third match was Jay White versus Cody Sean, and I don't know, like, based off of what I've seen, it was a complete swash, man. So I'm most likely going to have to give this an 8 out of 10. I'm giving this, I really wanted to give this a 9 out of 10, but I guess I'm going to have to give it an 8 out of 10 instead, right there in the process, you could say. So we get Sean going up and over White and connecting with the DDT, which leads to a 1 count, and that's where you also get chops by Sean now, before White also comes back with a big lariat and a Uranage by White and the Blade Runner Finito before stuff, and that's where Jay White beats Cody Sean, man. Just very, very quick match, man. Just a swash, man. I don't, man. I'm telling you, man. Dude, what's going on with the swash matches and thing? So anyway, we get White grabbing the mic and saying Hangman is one of the 2 wrongs he's got to correct. I mean, that makes sense, because Hangman has the audacity to, just talk shit about, burning houses and all that. I mean, because Hangman would have been on my list too. That's the thing right there and stuff. I mean, he would stuff. So I'm going to tell you. So yeah, we got Hangman being now a lucky number 1, you could say, as it starts with Hangman and it starts at Wrestle Dream and stuff. His hook is Hook has commandeered a camera crew and demands whoever jumped Taz to reveal himself as Kip Sabian, accidentally jumps into Hook, but Hook lets him go and stuff as Christian Cage is there with Nick and, you could say Mama Wayne, Nick Wayne's mother and stuff right there. As Christian says that he lost Kill Switch to a serious medical situation, and he emphasizes with Hook on the loss of his father in the situation right there. As Renee is with Mariah May for a second before Willow pounces her through the wall and says that she'll make Mariah a former champion this Saturday for Wrestle Dream and stuff in the process. Sorry, so yeah, we get our fourth match being, you could say, the AEW TBS champion, New Japan Wrestling Strong Women's champion, Mercedes Moné versus Camille and stuff right there. No, Mercedes Moné versus Emi Sakura. That's the thing right there. Honestly, this one was too short, man. I wanted this one to be longer. That's the thing right there. I really wanted this one to be longer, I'm telling you. So we get machine gun chops by Sakura to start, as we get a jawbreaker by Moné, and both women exchanging shoulder blocks as a step-up arm drag by Moné happens as well. But that's where she walks into a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker and stuff in the process as Emi charges in the corner, but Moné moves and Emi hits the middle buckle and stuff as diving Meteora to the outside by Moné happens as well. Before we also get Moné in control throughout the commercial with the necktie and stuff as Moné goes up and over with the backstabber or stuff, which leads to a running Meteora in the corner by Moné as Moné tries the corner dropkick but bounces to the floor and stuff, with Moné having been tweaked her knee. Moné tweaking her knee as Sakura is there with the diving crossbody in the process and stuff. As a double splash happens as well by Sakura taking out Moné and Camille against the guardrail. Going back in the ring and stuff as Sakura is here with the double underhook backbreaker with Moné rolling to the outside and Camille just tripping up Sakura and she falls right into the Moné maker, leading to Sakura trying to fight it off but eventually taps out. And that's where you have Mercedes Moné beating Emi Sakura in the process and stuff. I mean, honestly, this woman match really needed to be longer. I felt this woman match just wasn't long enough because, okay, you got Mercedes Moné versus Emi Sakura, but I don't know. It just, to me, it looked like a swash. I mean, to be honest, man. I mean, why, man? Because I really wanted to give this a 9 out of 10 because of the multiple swashes. I just have to give it an 8. I'm sorry, but that's just how it works, in my opinion. Just giving this, most likely giving this, just Title Tuesday 8 out of 10, you could say. We got Christopher Denver doing the salute emoji and stuff like that right there and stuff. Yep, that's pretty cool and stuff. Honestly, I like fire and lightning emojis better, to be honest, man. I like seeing that too. Most preferably fire and lightning emoji. It looks pretty colorful and cool, you could say. So anyway, after the match with Moné and Camille, they beat down Sakura until Chris Stanlander makes the save and stuff, where Renee is with the private party and Stokely is also there and stuff, wanting the private party to let him manage them and stuff but they decline in the process. So yeah, we get Tony Schiavone welcoming Will Ospreay to the ring and stuff as Ospreay says that he and Ricochet are equals, but Takeshita just managed to get involved in the situation. Wait, no. Oh, sorry, I got a little bit mixed up. I mean, Takeshita getting involved didn't happen with the Callis instruction and stuff. That's what happened and stuff is Ospreay wants to see Callis, but also, probably beyond his expectation. Yeah, I think Callis shows up anyway and stuff. So Ospreay wants to know if Callis sent Takeshita to attack him and stuff. Because that's the thing right there. Will Ospreay was really on Don Callis' neck right there. I mean, they were really arguing it out and stuff. So yeah, he made him admit that he sent Takeshita to attack him and stuff right there and stuff. Yeah, even though Will Ospreay wanted to make a deal and stuff right there and stuff because he tried working things out. So yeah, we get Callis trying to explain himself, but admits he did send Takeshita before Callis said that he had to show him who makes the decisions in the family and stuff. Before Ospreay said that he's the best wrestler in the world and he doesn't need Callis and stuff. I mean, kind of reminds me of how Swerve just turned down Callis as well in the process earlier, probably like way earlier, you could say. So yeah, Callis said that he had the best in the world and stuff and tosses him aside for Will Ospreay, which honestly I felt a little bit far-fetched. I mean, yeah, to toss that dude aside for Will Ospreay and Will Ospreay turns him down. I mean, that's kind of a rough decision in my opinion. As we also have Ospreay saying Callis is scum and stuff and that they're done before Callis slaps Ospreay in the mouth and stuff as Ospreay strangles Callis and tosses him across the ring. But that's where Takeshita came out of there and stuff and they brawled it out before Kyle Fletcher managed to get in the situation and save Ospreay right there before Ospreay just doesn't swing, and Takeshita just tosses him with a German suplex before Callis gives Fletcher the screwdriver and stuff, and Takeshita not only that holds him in place before Fletcher walks away, but Callis pulls him back in and stuff, only for him to stand down and leave the ring before, Ospreay is up with, but Callis holds him for a huge elbow, but Takeshita, holding him for a huge elbow from Takeshita, you could say, is Ricochet is also there to make the save and take out Takeshita with the springboard elbow as the Don Callis family retreats and stuff in the process and stuff. I mean, that's kind of messed up. I mean, Don Callis would throw away one person and also throw away Will Ospreay. I thought that was kind of far-fetched, man. I mean, man, that's a little bit far-fetched in my opinion, man. Throwing away a good wrestler for Will Ospreay's sake, and Will Ospreay would have been thrown out too, he said. I mean, what gives, man? I'm telling you. So, yeah. Ospreay is up. You could say Ospreay was up and Callis holds him, for the huge elbow from Takeshita. And not only that, you get the Top Flight showing up as well, as they were pretty much mad that they weren't wrestling at the Bucks the other day. That they're not going to be wrestling the Bucks this Saturday, as Action Andrade says they're the reason they're not wrestling the Bucks. But Lila Gray calls them the problem. Stuff is Jack Perry wants Shibata to come and take the title from him this Saturday, which leads to the fifth match, Bryan Danielson and Wheeler Yuta versus Pac and Claudio Castagnoli. I'm not really surprised that Bryan Danielson and Wheeler Yuta managed to win this one, because, I mean, honestly, I had a prediction that Wheeler Yuta was going to turn against Pac and Claudio Castagnoli, because how he, based off of his reaction of how he was going after someone's arm and stuff. I mean, injuring someone's hands, you could say, and stuff. So, yeah, he teamed up. So, yeah, because he felt some guilt from the looks of it. So, yeah, we get Pac and Danielson starting, but, Danielson just flies into the corner with the dropkick to Claudio before Yuta comes off the top with the shotgun dropkick to Pac, man. Just really fantastic stuff. Really fantastic going back and forth, you could say, and stuff. As we have that and stuff, as we get the running knee off the apron by Danielson, a suicide dive by Yuta and Stereo as we reset, which also leads to a surfboard by Danielson and stuff, and a drop kick by Yuta as Pac cuts Danielson down and tags Claudio, who delivers some European uppercuts in the corner, and now quick tags between the BCC with Danielson in danger and stuff, as Yuta tags himself in and comes in flying with an elbow and some strikes in the corner and stuff before a German suplex with a bridge to Pac to get a 2 count, you can say, and stuff, as Yuta just locks in the cattle mutilation move. But not only that, Claudio walks in, pulls Yuta off, but just won't punch him in the face and stuff before we get Danielson taking advantage with the drop kick to Claudio and a suicide dive to the outside. But that's where you have Claudio just catching him and dropping him on the guardrail and stuff, and planting him with a neutralizer on the floor, man. Just I guess you could say plenty of decent and interesting wrestling moves in this match, you could say, because they did really good, man. Really good main event, I could say. I mean, really good, man. Just like really fantastic main event. I thought they did good, man. Like I don't know. I really want to give this a 9 out of 10, but I don't know. I have to give it an 8 out of 10 instead. And that's the thing right there and stuff. So anyway, we get a German suplex with a bridge to Pac happening, which gives him a 2 count. But, Yuta locks in the cattle mutilation right there and stuff, as we also have Danielson being still down on the floor and possibly injured in the process, with Wheeler Yuta trying to fight back and getting to his corner. But, you have Danielson still just not being there and stuff right there, as a German suplex by Claudio and a tag to Pac happens as well, who runs out to the floor and kicks Danielson in the head before springboarding back in the ring right into the Wheeler Yuta super kick before Pac tags Claudio, but Yuta just bites him and comes off the top with the tornado DDT and stuff. Now, I really like the DDT. That's the thing right there, which not only that, we also have Danielson finally getting to the apron and tagging himself in as the shotgun drop kick by Danielson, and a running drop kick in the corner as well happens, which leads to a 2 and 3 and stuff, 2, 3, all that stuff, as we get chops and kicks in and kicks in the corner to Claudio and stuff before Danielson looks for a Hurricane Run off the top and gets it before they do a it up, you could say, as they also do an arm ringer by Danielson to Pac and stuff, now that he gets the face stomped in the process, because Pac just got his face stomped in before Claudio makes a save with the European uppercut to the back of Danielson's neck and stuff, which leads to a backslide by Danielson getting a 2 kick, which leads to a roundhouse kick to the head of Claudio, and Danielson setting up the Bicycle knee, but getting distracted by Moxley at ringside before the pop-up European uppercut. Yeah, the pop-up European uppercut by Claudio getting a 2 count stuff before Pac gets the tag, which leads to a 450 splash, man. Just really good, decent back and forth and stuff, I want to say. I'm telling you, man, it's just 450 splash to Danielson, another long 2 count. As Pac grabs the hammer from ringside, but Yuta takes it from him and locks in the label lock, on Pac and stuff, and that's where Pac taps out, and that's where you have Wheeler Yuta and Bryan Danielson winning the match right there in the process. So yeah, great main event. I would say it's a great main event. You could say, man, I thought it was good and stuff. So yeah, that's what's going on right there. So yeah, anyway, you got some solid action, a lot of drama leading up to the pay-per-view main event, you could say, and stuff, where we got a baseball slide by Danielson to Moxley happening as well. But yeah, you could say a baseball slide, something like that and stuff, where he was right next to Tony Khan right there. Because yeah, Tony Khan was pretty hyped about it, you could say, and stuff, which leads to both guys fighting up the ramp and stuff as Yuta gets ambushed by Pac, with Marina Shafir now laying in some knees from the thigh clinch as Moxley and Danielson are fighting in the backstage area and stuff before Pac and Shafir hold Yuta now as Claudio lays onto him with the hammer to the ribs and stuff right there. Because yeah, they didn't like his choices earlier. They did not. Not only that, you have Danielson and Moxley's fight having spilled back to the arena before Danielson dumps Pac over the top, hitting a bicycle knee on Claudio as the rest of the BCC bails and stuff right there. And I guess like some people's final thoughts is that the main event was notwithstanding, but it like felt like a completely. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a completely lackluster show, man. Because I mean, yeah, I guess Monet was never in danger of losing her championship and stuff, with Hologram and Commander doing their thing and stuff, which I thought was pretty good. As everyone else just kind of, I don't know. Some people liked it, some people not, but I thought it was good, man. And honestly, I have to give this show an 8 out of 10. Honestly, I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. That's the thing right there, an 8 out of 10 right there. Because like it just felt like it just popped out of nowhere, and the majority of matches felt like they were put together last minute, you could say. Even though some people think that, some people don't, and stuff. I mean, I thought this show was great. I thought it was, and I'm really expecting Wrestle Dream to really do some great stuff, you could say. So yeah, that's that right there. So anyway, we get the pay-per-view feeling like it just popped out of. Yeah, some people say that. I mean, even the guy who made the results that I'm looking through said that as well. So yeah, I thought this was a good match. I mean, 8 out of 10 in my opinion. 8 out of 10. So yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much what concludes the entire show, and that's all I have to give for this video, man. So yeah, I hope you guys rock out and be there for Wrestle Dream. Rock out and be there, guys. Rock out and be there. Like really good. I'm looking forward to Wrestle Dream and stuff, man. Just fantastic. I mean, yeah, TNA as well, like Impact as well. But I'm really looking forward to Wrestle Dream even more, and that's the thing. So yeah, I'm gonna have to end this video right here, and I hope you guys do well in the future. And I'm gonna be, talking about Wrestle Dream on Saturday. So yeah, and that's how it's gonna be. So yep, this is where the video ends right here. Rock out and be there, guys. Rock out and be there. Be there, guys. Yeah. So yep, that was some good stuff. I'm telling you.